Monday.com.
I've been in this space for a very long time. When I tell you guys that this is how stuff works, like, that's how it works. You can say mad all you want. I want Kick to succeed. I want Kick to succeed. Right-wing mogul mailer.
This is crazy. I don't know how to start this video. This is crazy. Streamer XQC just signed a 2-year, $100 million contract with Kick.com. This is the biggest streaming contract, bar none. The second biggest, Ninja, $50 million. He doubled it. XQC is officially getting paid more than LeBron James. LeBron! He's getting paid $97.1 million over 2 years, which makes him the top paid player in the NBA, and XQC is making more money. That is fucking mind-blowing. Now, it is, before you guys get on your high horse and you say, who watches XQC anyway? Deserved to some degree. XQC is the biggest streamer on Twitch and has been for a long time. 2020, #1 streamer. 2021, XQC #1. 2022, XQC #1. Past 6 months of 2023, #1 streamer.
Look at your boy down
XQC.
there.
He's been the top dog for the past few years.
Wait, hold on. Let me run that back. Wait, hold on. #7, #8. Hold on.
For a long time. XQC is the biggest streamer on Twitch and has been for a long time.
Okay, so this is what year is this? 2020. I'm not even in the playing field.
#1 streamer.
2021, number 8.
2021, XQC #1. 2022,
2022,
XQC
#6.
Past 6 months.
Past 6 months, #7. So remember that. Take that shit to the motherfucking bank. Okay? That, in and of itself, to me, at least, is unimaginable. That is not something I take for granted. Okay? So whenever you say stuff like, Hassan, fucking, like, how do you do this kind of thing? How do you withstand all the fucking hatred that you eat? Like, you eat a metric ton of shit every fucking day. Or even on the other side, like, where you're like, oh, you must be jealous. Like, no, I'm not. Because I never expected to be with, like, I never expected to be alongside these fucking guys. I never expected there to be these kinds of numbers. I never expected this community to be this large. This is a left-wing broadcast where we talk about news and commentary from a left-wing perspective. It was never designed to be this popular. That was never the fucking goal. It just happened. Okay? So, of course I'm not going to take that shit for granted, no matter what happens. Okay? Don't be crazy. You're currently #4 on Twitch in terms of subs? Yeah. And have been for a while. Have been for a while, too. Because people want to fucking avoid the middle of the hour ad breaks that are 1 minute long. They want to avoid the top of the hour ad breaks that are 3 minutes long. So they subscribe. But for me, I never expected to have these kinds of numbers to begin with. So I'm always happy. I'm always happy with where I'm at. I started on this platform with 35 views talking to fucking Felix Biederman of Chapo Trap House playing Fortnite on my PlayStation, where we talked about like Israel, Palestine and shit. Okay? Let's be real. I am so fucking fortunate every goddamn day.
Months of 2023, #1 streamer XQC. He's been the top dog for the past few years, and it seems like he will continue to be the top dog for the next couple years. Well, at least it seemed that way until he brought his talents over to Kick.com. Now, before we go any further, it's worth clarifying, this is a non-exclusive contract. He will not be locked into an exclusive contract with the site. He could stream on YouTube, TikTok, and he plans to still stream on Twitch, though not nearly as often. And the expectation is that Kick is where he primarily produces his content, which is in line with Kick's growth strategy, where they sign huge streamers to non-exclusive contracts so they can still stream on Kick and then hopefully bring the people over from Twitch to Kick over time, which has been working out for them because Kick has grown tremendously. And this begs the question that everybody's wondering: how the fuck does Kick have this much money? How do they have $100 million contract money? Because the only other people who came close to that amount of money was Microsoft, which makes sense. Microsoft has a lot of money, and even they had to shutter their windows over at Mixer because they ran out of that shit. And the answer to that? Stake. Because the person who owns Kick, or is, I believe, the majority shareholder of Kick, is Ed Craven, who is also Stake Eddie, the guy who owns or is a part owner of Stake, which has reached a global gross revenue of $2.6 billion with a B dollars in 2022, which is why they're able to afford Drake as their main advertiser.
And it's 2.6 billion global gross revenue. Okay. Oh, they just crashed a Kick link? Wait, really? They broke the website? That's so funny. Well, it's working for me. Man, that 100 million is like a drop in the pond when you really think about it. No, dude, Microsoft can't do it because Microsoft does not have the zero overhead that Stake has. Okay? Stake has very little overhead. Stake has no shareholders. It's independently owned and operated by like 3 people in a shed in Curacao. That's it. They have enough money to be able to fund operations like this and literally pay fucking streamers hundreds of millions of dollars, and even pay Amazon on the side to literally fucking build out this competitive platform, because Amazon makes money off of Kick. Remember, Kick as a website is on Amazon servers. They rely on AWS.
In a $100 million advertising contract, which actually means Drake and XQC are getting paid the same amount. Canadians on top, I suppose. And this is not just me theorizing this. If you want, you can read yourself Ed Craven's own words, because he has his own medium where he posts his own thoughts. And in that, he talks about why do people watch online casino games and the relationship between streaming services and casinos, and how that can make casino games bigger, and how you can make casino games more exciting to watch for people. And the general theory is that Kick.com is able to spend all this money.
Wow. Zoinks. Goodness gracious. Jinkies. We may be in the midst of one of the wackiest moments in internet content creation history. If these reports are accurate, and I can't speak to the authenticity myself, I haven't had my team of analysts really dive into the weeds of it and get down into the meat here, but there are reports that XQC just signed a 2-year, $100 million streaming deal with Kick, and it's not even exclusive to Kick. If that number is accurate, that would make it the 12th largest sports contract ever signed. Now, of course, you'd have to be huffing some very serious glue to try and conflate streaming with professional athletes, but it just goes to show you the value of the contract here and just how many doubloons we're talking. I came into this world as a little baby, kicking, screaming, shitting my diapers, and now I'm kicking, screaming, shitting my diapers all over again because I can't believe what we're seeing here. I have been tapped into the mainframe of internet wackiness for over a decade now. I'm like Charles Xavier in this throne here, in Cerebro, just looking at all of the goofiness happening across the web. And I've been doing that for so long, and I could have never foreseen something like this happening. A 9-figure deal for a streamer to stream on a different platform. And not even exclusively, mind you. This is a non-exclusive contract for 2 years, meaning XQC gets to have his cake, eat it too, and fuck the baker. So he can stream on Kick and then still stream.
Hold on, guys. We gotta fight. Let go.
Get off of me! Bitch, move. I'm gonna
I still beat you the fuck up.
You didn't!
Alright, let's see who we know.
Oh, 1 second. Stop! Somebody help me!
Alright, break it up. Break it up. Break it up. Come on. Relax.
Oh, I feel like the flurry.
Ow! Oh, 1 second. Stop! Somebody help me!
Alright, break it up. Break it up. Come on. Relax. Take it out. Relax. It's all right. Good. Let go. Come on. AJ! Come on.
Everybody let go.
And my shit's still gonna run back. My shit's still gonna run back. Bitch.
Let go.
Get off of me! Bitch, move. I'm gonna
I still beat you the fuck up.
You didn't! So come outside! Come outside, you bitch! Come outside! Come outside!
Let me talk.
Come outside!
And your daughter's still ugly.
Stop.
Now you want to come outside with me?
And I beat the shit out of you. Wake off, bitch. Next caller! Next caller!
Lizzie, come here. She stepped to my daughter. I'm trying to take you.
She had your phone.
She got her phone. No. Go. Get up. Go. What the fuck? That's crazy. Bro, why do they keep recommending this shit to me? Bro, that's so funny. What is going on, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Stream on Twitch all the same. He did make a Twitch stream earlier today, kind of to go over the announcement as well as the plan going forward. He's saying he's going to be streaming on Kick quite a bit, obviously, but he can still have the freedom to stream on Twitch when he wants to. I'm going to go ahead and rip the band-aid off and throw a little cold water in the face of all the juicers here that are under the impression he'll probably still be active on Twitch. I don't think he will. He legitimately has no incentive to stream on Twitch. Twitch is a platform that has banned XQC like 5 times. It is also a platform that has no real contracts for top streamers anymore, as well as the lowest sub-revenue split among any streaming platform available. Whereas Kick has the highest sub-revenue split, a 95.5. And I would swear on a stack of Bibles with a high level of confidence that XQC not only has that $100 million for 2 years, but also gets to keep 100% of the sub-revenue he earns, which is 95.5 split. So why the fuck would he stream on Twitch often at all? He'll probably use it as just a booster, a signal booster to get the juicers on Twitch over to Kick, letting them know like, hey, this was a fun stream on Twitch for the last 20 minutes. I'm going to finish the rest on Kick. I'll see you there. Just to, you know, filter viewers over to Kick. That's my guess. But again, I'm just a dumb little fucking caveman here speculating from the armchair. Now, if you ask me, this is bad news for Twitch. This just drove a wooden stake right through the vampire's heart and then shoved garlic in its face. This is a big poach here. Now, I've mentioned this a few times in the past, but Twitch is a very top-heavy site where the top 1% of streamers on the platform account for a very large chunk of the overall watch time on the platform. So when you take the biggest streamer off of the site, you do make an impact on Twitch as a whole, really. And over the last year or so, Twitch has been continuously hurting itself in confusion. It has been making horrible decision after horrible decision over and over and over again, and it's been hemorrhaging users. A lot of streamers have been going elsewhere, whether it's YouTube or Kick or even Rumble some streamers have been going to. It is taking streamers from Twitch and going elsewhere. The 50-50 sub split on Twitch isn't enough to be competitive anymore. The over-reliance on intrusive ads isn't enough to like keep small streamers on there because it's ruining the experience for their communities, which makes it hard for them to continue to thrive on the platform, so they go elsewhere like YouTube. Plus, the exclusivity on Twitch makes it hard for streamers to want to stay when they could stream on other platforms non-exclusive. So they could do a stream on YouTube and then a stream on Kick or, you know, this and that. Twitch has just been a platform that has been struggling to maintain its, you know, dominance on the streaming space because it's been constantly losing its footing through bad decisions. Now, yesterday, Twitch did announce that it's taking the tiniest little baby step in the right direction. They announced that they're offering the Partner Plus program where if you reach a certain threshold, which is like 350 reoccurring subs, so not gift subs or anything, that's tier 1s, 2s, and 3s. If you reach that threshold, you unlock 70-30 sub split for a year. And that's like the tiniest little step in the right direction, them walking back their hardline stance on only 50-50 forever, no more 70-30. They must be starting to panic and realizing that streamers have other options. But this covers up to 100k, then goes back to 50-50, and it only lasts for a year if you don't maintain, I believe. So it's also very strict. 350 reoccurring paid subs, no gift subs or anything like that, is not an easy number to hit. That is a lot. That is a ton. So this isn't exactly super helpful for smaller streamers. And even a lot of medium streamers don't have that level of sub engagement. That's still a ton. So it really is, once again, just like the smallest boost for the bigger streamers on the platform, only up to a certain level. It's not amazing. Like, this is like the weakest possible implementation of a decent idea you could do. Like, it is, like I said, a very, very small baby step in the right direction of a good change. Twitch is a victim of its own hubris here. It got complacent at the top and it got greedy. So it is crumbling its own empire from its greed. That's why all of these other streaming platforms are growing so quickly and why so many people are abandoning the sinking ship of Twitch. That's just the reality of it. They are out of touch. They lost direction on what to do with the platform, so they just keep rolling out bad choices. And even when they do have a good idea, they're too afraid to actually just commit to a good idea. So yeah, it's very frustrating. Now, I've seen the obvious comparison being drawn with Mixer, because you might remember Mixer actually was able to steal away Ninja from Twitch back when Mixer still existed. And I'm sure all of you have forgotten that name. That's like an ancient relic on the internet, even though it hasn't been that long in the grand scheme of things. But it died so quickly and with such like a sad wet fart of a swan song that most people have forgotten it ever even existed. Mixer stole Ninja. They paid a ton of money. They shelled out many clams to get Ninja, as well as Shroud and King Athalion, but Ninja was the #1 streamer on Twitch, and Mixer got him. And it didn't work for them. The site still inevitably crumbled, and it never got popular. It always remained kind of this pitiful little joke of a service. However, I don't really think Kick is following that same blueprint. I don't think its fate is set in stone the same way Mixer's was. I made a video about this on my second channel talking about the streaming wars. Kick is accomplishing something that Mixer never did. It's having people organically sign up and choose to stream there as a first option. I read a report the other day, take it with a grain of salt, I don't know how accurate these numbers are, but only a week ago, Kick had an influx of 1.2 million users sign up to the platform. Mixer probably never even saw 1.2 million people go to their site across the entire time it was alive. That was 1.2 million users signing up to the platform, according to the reports. So Kick is actually just getting users to go there, which is something Mixer never had happen. That was a pipe dream for that platform. Now, Kick blew up because it kind of got the reputation of like the detention class, right? Like all of the banned streamers went to Kick. Like Aiden Ross, which immediately blasted the platform off, and a lot of other like controversial streamers went to Kick after they were banned on Twitch and shit like that. And then a lot of controversial things happened, like the whole streaming of the Super Bowl and all that shit. So it really had a very bad reputation, and still does for many reasons, but it's started to shake that a little bit because a lot of streamers that aren't banned on Twitch have decided to move over to Kick even without a contract, just because the sub split is so much better than the 50-50 you get on Twitch. You don't need as many viewers on Kick to make a living because you don't need as many subs to make a living. So a 95-5 split is very appealing to a lot of streamers. So there's recently been a lot of new creators there trying out the Kick space, which has led to a lot of new users on the site. So even when the big players on Kick aren't online, it's not a barren, empty wasteland. There's still quite a few users through quite a few different categories. So that, I do think, sets it apart from Mixer. I don't know if that necessarily means it's going to succeed or anything. I don't have a fucking crystal ball. I can't predict the future.
I have actually been a
I am black.
I am black. I am black.
I am black.
I'm black.
I am black. I'm Asian.
How many inches everybody have in their hair right now?
Girl, my wig new is 24 inches.
Bam.
Thank you for asking.
I have 22, 18, and 16 inches of my hair still in right now.
I'm big wig style, girl.
I have a natural haircut.
I have a fade.
I'm natural, so I'm waiting for braid season.
Hold on. Wait, I missed the voice at the end.
I shaved my hair, so I have like a blonde little, you know, going with the Tiffany Haddish look right now.
She said Tiffany Haddish, that's right.
I don't have a wig on, or I don't have any type of weave, so that's gonna make me feel a little suspicious from the start.
What y'all moisturized with this morning?
What you mean,
Are you talking about
like,
skin or hair?
You went to skin?
Yeah.
Okay, shea butter, that's shea butter.
Definitely shea butter.
I use cocoa
I'm
butter.
real dry, so I had to use real thick lotion.
Lotion? I'm sorry.
I use that shea, like that thick stuff.
Once you get out the shower, you gotta put the shea butter, a little oil.
Who just said shea butter at the end?
Well, I said shea butter with the oil. When you get off the shower. No, listen, I don't play that. You cannot be ashy.
Okay, how you make collard greens?
Ham hocks. You need smoked meat.
Smoked turkey tail, smoked turkey tail.
It was very intimidating too, I will say, because they came with the heavy questions like right off the bat. They were ready.
I'm Caribbean, so we don't really eat collard greens. I'm from Haiti, so we don't eat that. So.
I don't really cook, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Okay.
turkey
We
for
going to
sure.
Trader Joe's.
I'm sorry.
How long y'all cook y'all greens for?
Until the Lord says stop.
What shows did people watch growing up?
Girl, how far you want to go back? Because I got some.
I know.
Just like black shows.
He was here, I was like, he is here.
Sorry, we just gonna bail on that one. But then again, we could skip around.
Kades. Her code switch. So I was like, okay, let me see if Kades just has.
He was a teenager.
Oh, you on IUP?
No, not IUP.
You shave up my mom because Hello?
Michelle, say hello.
Hello.
And Tia, say hello.
Hello.
4 of you who are not called out, each of you can ask them one question, okay?
Maybe how has your relationship with blackness changed, like, over the course of your life?
I mean, I'm me. I love me. Like, period. It's getting better and better every day. I love being black. I would not choose it any other way.
I grew up with a family that was really proud.
Who I am, but then when I went to Jackson State, like I went to kind of
being like, oh, I'm a dark-skinned woman. I'm like, that would be sick. So I was like, EJ was telling the truth.
I was gonna say, yeah, just growing up and just being kind of uncomfortable in my skin, but then like being able to go, like I went to predominantly white school sometimes and mixed, but then when I went to Jackson State, just being able to be proud of like who I am and accept who I am more. But now kind of the way things are with the time, it's just, I think more people are open to learning more and understanding and being more accepting. So it's just good to have those kind of conversations to bring more awareness.
All right, I think that's good.
She didn't say anything about her blackness and like finding her blackness. She was just like, I found myself.
But
she said she had black.
Yeah.
That was kind of. I just want to hear everything.
Dang, she got pulled out so quick.
Just like Malcolm X said, we are the most disrespected.
Alright.
Successfully voted the mole out. If the box turns red, that means you guys have lost and the mole has won.
I'm scared.
Please be green.
Yeah, please be green. Look, it was
And the box turned green.
Okay. That I know I won't crack. One more time. Hi, thanks for calling. Better?
That was good.
Thank you.
Whatever you're selling, I'm
So
buying.
wait, who got eliminated?
And you want to continue.
Oh, wait, was it?
White person. I'm gonna do. I can't.
You want to continue playing.
Oh, they got rid of her,
Your
bro.
hand on 3.
Thing. She was like, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were a white person. I was like, that's okay. When people hear me, they kind of cast me kind of to the side of thinking like maybe she's like an Oreo or something like that, which is not the case.
If you think that the mole is still in the box.
Bro, they got rid. And they got the mole out, right? But they had to sacrifice one of their own. So it was a 1-for-1. 1-for-1. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a fight. I'm not really interested in most of them, honestly. UFC. Save the kids. Ain't no way. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
All we wanted to do was have a nice evening at Applebee's in Atlanta. All we wanted to do was have a nice evening at Applebee's in Atlanta.
Okay, but he was being smart. He came up here rude as fuck.
Why the $20?
He bet you $20.
早啊，元宝，吃这么多啊？你能吃完不？哎，我跟你说话呢。来，我给你分担点。哦吼，外泄。哼。
Little stumble, and there is no whistle. And Argentina will continue. It's Leo Messi. Oh! That's why he's the best player in the world. And that's what the fans came to see tonight. And it's happened.
What?
Lane number 1, at times, you know, like from lane number 1 all the way over. Then your signal, have problems keeping your vehicle one lane. And then when you merge on from westbound 40 to northbound 25, you took that curve way too fast.
I did. I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna crash.
No.
Good? I'm good. Okay, check drinking. Based on your driving, you're driving like a total idiot.
You want to know the only thing more expensive than the California state tax? The stupid tax that John Moran's paying.